Colin could do this, but I'm gonna take the lead on this one.
Deixa eu quero com gosto de quero mais. Vai, bola vai, novinha vai. Descendo, descendo, vai.
So I decided to come here and talk to you guys seriously about what's going on with this coronavirus. I think that many of us are missing the point. And although they closed down bars and restaurants, although the gym is closed, although you guys are hearing and seeing all over about social isolation, many still don't get it. And the fact that you're home from work or your kids are home, we're having play dates, sleepovers, friends are coming over for lunch or dinner, you're still having gatherings within your house, and all I'm thinking is petri dish. Like, all you're doing is spreading to each other. We are young and healthy. We may be carrying this virus unknowingly. We may be passing it on to others who then pass it on to others, and so it multiplies. I just had to make the very difficult decision of moving my son out of the house to stay by my parents because I'm in the fire. I have to go to work and see patients all day. My last shift was 3 days ago, and 50% of patients that I swabbed returned positive. And their intensity or level of illness varied widely. Some looked great, and I thought to myself, why don't they just go home? What are they doing here? And some looked terrible, where they needed to be admitted into the hospital and possibly upgraded to the intensive care unit, the ICU. What I'm trying to portray to you through making this video is that you may be carrying the virus and giving it to somebody who can't take it. And that's not fair to them. This is what we call public health. We have a responsibility to not only take care of ourselves and our family, but people around us. You don't have to be a doctor, nurse, or provider to do that. We have to take that responsibility upon ourselves. This is the idea behind social isolation. We need to be serious about this. And if the government is not going to enforce staying home, if the government is not going to enforce not getting into larger groups, then we need to take the responsibility of doing it ourselves. Because if we don't, then guess what? It's coming. It's bad. And it's bad to the point where I think they're going to start using hotels and convention centers and other areas to have beds so that we can see patients, because it's becoming a problem. I want you to walk around assuming that you already have the virus, because if you did that, then you would be more careful about who you're around and what you're doing. If you assume that you already have the virus, then you'll understand why it makes sense to isolate yourself and distance yourself from others. If you have severe symptoms where you can't breathe, you're spiking high temperatures, you feel like your situation's very acute, then clearly the hospital is the place you need to be. But I just don't want people who are well appearing to now go into a setting where there are definitely others who are infected. It's not a good decision. So please stay healthy, be well. I appreciate you guys for listening, and take care.